located in Pamplona. So I am currently enrolled in a U.S. government virtual school, and one of the assignments involved a service project where I needed to help out my community in some way. I wanted to help homeless animals get off the streets and to find new homes for them so that new families could care for them as well. So I decided to volunteer at the Humane Society of Tampa as an adoption assistant, where I helped to bring the animals back from the shelter and bring them to the waiting room where they would meet their new potential families. I helped to give interviews to the families to see if they were suitable pet owners, and that day I actually watched 2 dogs, a black Labrador named Simba and a brown and white beagle named Buddy, to find new homes to be adopted into these new families. So I helped my community by finding loving new homes for these 2 dogs, and I also helped to groom, vaccinate, feed, and walk the animals being brought into the shelter. Some were homeless and some were lost, and some were coming to the shelter from other shelters that no longer had any room for them. So instead of being put down, they were thankfully brought to the Humane Society, where we were able to accept them into our shelter so that they could stay with us. The experience left me inspired to do more to help out, and I may have only had a small impact on my community, but to the animals I believe that I had a huge impact on them, as I helped to groom them and nurse them back to health, and to also find new homes for the 2 dogs specifically. I actually want to continue volunteering at the shelter because, for one, I love being around animals, and for 2, it was just really nice to watch them being taken care of and nursed back to health by mainly the nurses themselves, but also I helped to cut them and trim their nails and to feed them and to walk them, especially. I walked many dogs. But I do hope to one day make a job out of this and to help these animals every day, because I love being around them, and I also just love watching them being adopted into families and seeing them be happy. So that's the way I helped my communities.
To decide that the things that I tried were in my life just to get high on. When I sit alone, come get a little known, but I need more than myself this time. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe that we rely on when I lay